Hello，各位觀眾，大家好，我係六爺，咁啊又翻到嚟霍格華茲的傳承啦，咁啊報告下進度先，我哋依家咧就29啦玩到，咁依家任務咧主線就未彈出嚟嘅，咁啊要同佢哋講咗嘢先啦，咁第一個咧就係同雪巴士人啦，第二個就係去活米村同 呢隻講嘢啦。咁啊，第三個咧就係要將我哋上次咧拎咗翻嚟嗰隻龍蛋咧還翻俾佢阿媽咁樣，即係還翻俾條龍咁樣。咁我哋就揾咗阿雪巴士人先啦。咁啊，雪巴士人都係醉心於呢個黑魔法啦，依家一心就想利用黑魔法咧去救翻佢個妹妹咁樣。到底最後嘅結局會係點呢？因為我好好奇到底雪巴士人會唔會因為咁樣咧？而又走火入魔啦，跟住變到好似嗰個黑女巫咁樣，佢變咗個黑巫師咁樣。
What did you discover in the spellbook we found in the scriptorium?
Salazar Slytherin's spellbook was a little difficult to interpret, but fascinating. Evidently, he encouraged teaching dark magic at Hogwarts. Neither the Imperious Curse nor the Killing Curse was something
橫蠻咒殺戮咒。
He believed students should be prepared to use dark magic when necessary.
即係有啲更加惡毒嘅黑魔法啊！聽起上嚟。
He didn't want his knowledge shared with anyone who was afraid of the power of dark magic.
Okay. 有冇話後悔嘅？
Casting Crucio was our only option.
And I'm glad we did it, because in the spellbook I also found something else. References to a lost relic, which, from what I can tell, grants the holder the power to reverse dark magic.
扭轉黑魔法嘅能力
And you think this relic might be able to save Anne?
Precisely. I plan to search for this relic, but I don't think we should tell anyone, especially ominous.
之後我哋依家要去揾呢個遺物啦。
We need to tell him. He's the reason we found the book, and he deserves to know what you've learned.
You've seen how he frets about the dark arts. I promise I'll tell him when I found the relic. When I know more, I shall send an owl.
又講大話呃佢。 Ominous 就喺度啫喎，咁有冇已經聽到啊
Ominous, we were just about to get some air. Care to join?
You're a liar, Sebastian. I heard everything. You swore you'd never engage in anything.
哦，佢聽到晒真係。
No, I didn't. I said I understood you wanting that. I'd never swear to give up on finding a cure for Anne.
You don't know when to stop, do you?
I know when not to stop. Leave this alone, Ominous. I'll be on my way.
佢真係好文實啊！好啦，咁我哋就同 Ominous， 哇，發脾氣，仲要發脾氣。
Sebastian meant well.
I appreciate you telling Sebastian not to keep this from me, but going after that relic is not a good idea. Sebastian doesn't even realize it, but he's as irresponsible and reckless now as his parents were years ago. It's why they died.
I knew his parents died.
佢爸爸媽媽咩事呢？唔通就因為黑魔法所以死咗？
We're professors. Spent nearly every waking moment in the cellar library. Noses buried in books. Anne and Sebastian were upstairs when it happened. They heard a sudden crash and ran downstairs, but it was too late. Their parents had crumpled to the floor. A defect with the lamp in the cellar caused the room to fill with an undetectable toxin. Sebastian and Anne were helpless. They had no magic yet.
What a horrible story.
It is. That's why I can't understand Sebastian's recklessness. I've practically lost Anne. I cannot lose Sebastian too. Please avoid anything to do with that spellbook.
Some references Sebastian mentioned in the book do worry me.
I'm glad you understand. I hope Sebastian pursues this no further. But if you think he might, please let me know. It would mean a lot.
OK， 好啦。 同我哋講完嘢啦，即係要決定到底係咪去拎嗰本書啊？哇！又喺度報我哋。OK， 好，跟住咧就要揾阿 Nadia 啊，敲詐的證據。佢喺活米村。佢唔係喺活米村咩？哦，喺呢度。好。
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
อุ๊ย
Revelio.
魔像店。好，等阿 Nuts 過嚟啦。
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
解決 Harlow 啦，咁快就可以。
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that
佢哋
you
啲名
speak
真係
with
好
each of
難
them
記。
while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
哦，即係依家要逃避佢阿媽，唔可以俾佢阿媽發現啊！
Where am I to find these friends of his?
I do not know about Mr. Rabe, but his wife, Daisy, is often in Hogsmeade, as is
阿
Agabus
Nuts 我
Filbert.
媽媽咧，即係我哋個教授啊，其中一個教授，占卜學教授，
Find him there.
我就發現咗佢跟即係去 deal with 阿 Locklow 呢件事啊，
What sort of
跟住
information
就
am I trying
禁
to
佢
gather
捉
from
啊，
these
直頭
people?
係唔
They
俾佢
may
出
know what
去咁樣。
evidence Mr. Bickle had against Harlow, or they may have evidence of their own. We simply need to know whatever they know.
Very well. I'll speak with them, see what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them. Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
有冇飛過去咧？睇下先，哇！唔俾我飛喎而家，OK，fine fine，多啲跑動，身體好啊！哦，第一個係3根數嗰度啊，要上樓上。
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby. Revelio.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
咁熟口面你啊呢個人。
I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up until I came
哦，
home
佢老公俾人拐走
and found
咗
my，husband
俾阿
dead,
Harlow 拐走
and
咗
a
啦。
note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Why wouldn't Harlow extort your husband?
Isco's job is even more removed from the vaults than mine. He travels the world for the bank. He could do nothing for Harlow. I'm the one in the bank on a daily basis, which evidently makes me an enticing target for blackmail.
Have you helped Harlow since your husband was taken?
No, I'm worried sick about Isco, but he'd never want me to compromise my integrity. I also know that he's extremely clever. That said, I was hoping he would have escaped by now. It makes me concerned as to why he hasn't.
之後你要幫佢揾翻老公啦，應該係。
Are you sure the note means that your husband was kidnapped?
What else could it possibly mean? Besides, I came home to find that someone had trampled the daisies in our garden. It may sound silly, but those were Isco's pride and joy. He would never have let that happen.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
OK， 呢個就係佢嘅恐嚇信啦，
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you. I hope it's not too late.
Now, to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends.
好，跟住就係第二位朋
What's
友。
it, Gladrags? I should check.
Please tell me you didn't take it. But perhaps...
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I'd like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right. But we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man. But even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading...
又見到一張字條啊，幾個禮拜前嘅。
I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, well, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What does he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it out for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
Could you give me a bit more detail about the note? That might help me to identify it should I come across it.
It's on Rosie's special pink stationery.
粉紅色玩具上面有 RH 兩個字嘅。
No, it was real.
What have you been doing to keep the extortion a secret?
Well, as I mentioned, creative bookkeeping. And I've also been trying to cover the costs with my own savings, but I'm running out of money.
仲要揞錢出嚟冚咗啲假帳佢，真係慘啊！
I met Mr. Hill the day of the troll attack. He was kind to me. Why don't you just tell him?
He's a lovely man. But when it comes to Rosie, I fear he loses all perspective. He'd see this as a grave betrayal. I'd lose my job instantly, and Rosie as well.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Now,
好
hurry
啦，
off before Mr. Hill returns. Where was I?
睇我哋個背囊滿唔滿先？滿就順便喺活米村度賣埋啲嘢佢啊。 嗯，好，唔搞住啦，咁
Now to find the last
都
of Mr.
OK
Bickle's
嘅，
friends.
暫時仲我漂移啊呢個人。
Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Hello there.
Hello there。
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hoped to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Oh, tragic what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
冇膽肥女。
If you had spoken out against him as Mr. Bickle asked, perhaps Harlow would be locked away by now.
Perhaps. But perhaps I would have suffered a similar fate.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked.
即係哈羅偷走咗佢老婆本
laughing as
書
he，went. I was shaken to
即
my
係正式啲
core.
講應該係
Still
佢老
am,
婆
to be
嘅
honest.
遺
I
物啦。
imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again. But do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help. Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty.
好，翻去揾緊 Nutty 啦，我哋就。 有陣時咧，啲村民咧，或者我哋身邊經過嘅人咧，講嘅嘢都係有關我哋做緊嘅任
It's
務
not
嘅
like
嘢
Natty to be
喎。
late.
佢哋入邊啲
She
對
said
話
she
內
was
容，
going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there.
又要翻豬頭酒吧，頂啊！ 哦，
Natty must be around here somewhere. Natty's
哦，
gone.
你支魔法杖留咗喺度
She
啊！
couldn't pass without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken.
好，跟住腳板行。
Revelio.
Nosy little students get what's coming to them.
哦，唔通真係俾人捉咗？出咗去喎，係咪應該？
Natty must have been taken this way.
哦，火灰蛇藏身處喺度喎，原來。哦，
The footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward. Accio!
哦，
A hidden door. Revelio.
呢個 hidden 多都唔係話 hidden
Natty
嘅
must
其
have
實。
been taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
在不被發現嘅情況下揾到阿 Natty， 然後咧就可以揾埋Filbert 嘅詩集啦，同埋佢嘅情書咁樣。OK， 希望我揾得晒所有嘢啦。即係呢個係一個 trap 嚟啦，佢哋特登捉阿 Natty 嚟引我出嚟嘅。OK， 我唔會俾你哋得逞㗎，你哋唔會發現我㗎。
Time this is.
They teach the dark arts at other schools. Why should Hogwarts be any different?
If I likes it, I takes it.
Revelio.
I don't trust. Girls be nothing but trouble.
Patricus Totalis.
Just a victory. You mark my
Revelio.
The Hamlets don't
上面有個惡名遠照嘅敵人喎，州關朵林，中國人嚟嘅喎。
Be on the lookout for the girl's friend, if they're daft enough to try to come through here.
Everyone in Upper Hogsfield shudders when they see him. And right
上面有個寶箱。
I'd remember my father speak of these times. Seems now they're upon me, they tell quite a different story.
哇！ That was close。可唔可以整石化咗佢咧？上面嗰個惡名遠照嘅敵人，試下先。
Seen this coming. Told you all. Too many minds at work and not one needed. Not one.
啊，唔得，竟然
This is going to be the downfall of us all. This is. Mark my words.
Revelio.
I hope Rookwood knows what he's doing.
但係要喺不被發現嘅情況下喎，有冇第二個方法可以上到去咧？
To instructions. Cleaning your ears out might be a good start. I swear they're full of pus in there. I really.
So full of themselves.
中間呢有一個寶箱拎唔到，嗱我估都係錢嚟嘅啫啊！
Can't say I do. All a bit of a blur.
哦，揾到啦！
Forced to work with these goblins.
情信啊！
His love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it.
Man becomes who he surrounds himself with. Meet a thief.
I rob every travelling vendor that's passed through here. They never see it coming.
I used to be stationed near Irondale with Selwyn.
I know I'm not hearing things.
I raided Rockford more times than I can count. They're incapable of defending.
Patricus Totalis.
整咗呢個先，太煩啦佢喺度行嚟行去。跟住呢度係咪有得上去咧？哦，
I shall be
嗯，
shining in Rookwood's eyes when he sees what I'm capable of.
Confringo. Deposit.
Oh fuck! Shit!
Descender. Accio. Glacius. Incendio.
哦，搞掂。
What are your thoughts on electricity?
Oh.
Incendio. Accio. Descendo. Incendio.
竟然係因為開嗰道門，唉，真係點開㗎？喺度死人門。最阻住我行。誒？但係嗰個在不被發現情況下都仲喺度，即係我仲有機會完成到嘅。可能佢係話即係揾到 呢隻嗰一下不被發現啫，會唔會係咁啊？好，咦？咁我要出去拎翻啲寶箱。哦，個詩集原來就喺度，好彩我有拎啫，爭啲嘢想唔要呢個寶箱，跟住就走咗去。好啦，跟住就可以專心揾下納字啦。OK。
We should speak to her again. Perhaps she'll tell us where we can find that friend of hers.
She's determined to say nothing.
佢好口硬啊！
Deal with her when he arrives. One has to always keep an eye on one's valuables. At least that's what I told the shopkeeper before I took him for everything he had.
Fuck!
Come looking for her. Wasting our time.
Incendio.
From above.
Potato. Accio. Descendo. Incendio. Glacius.
Expulso.
Defender. Bombarda. Arresto momentum.
Flash. Expulso.
Flipendo.
Expulso.
Protego. Defender.
睇嚟我哋咁樣已經唔叫係不被發現㗎啦，其實。唔知啊，見到個標靶就好想打佢。
He must be here somewhere. Revelio.
有個若隱若現嘅寶箱喎，見唔見到啊？
Alohomora.
唔聽佢講嘢，一入嚟就掛住揾寶箱。哦，有支魔杖喎。
Revelio.
個 Bico 啊？
I need your help.
唔係 Bico 呢個人，呢個 Mr.
Told
Rape。
me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you all right?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back.
企後啲。
One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
好。
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
啲敵人應該俾我哋掃晒啦，係嘛？應該。
These Ashwinders must pay.
Revelio.
出邊應該冇人夠得噃，除非佢哋又翻山啦，或者佢哋知道有事，佢就派多啲兵過嚟咁樣。OK， 即係如果我哋啱啱冇打嗰啲敵人咧，就我哋出嚟嘅時候咧，都係要匿埋，唔可以俾佢哋見到咁樣。
Natsai Onai, I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe. Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife. Miss Onai, your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous...
佢又想告狀啊，唔係嘛？
Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashwinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe, to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert.
如果我哋啱啱揾唔到嗰啲證據咧，咁應該就難啲指控佢咁樣。或者個警察唔會信我哋講嘢咁樣。
With all due respect, officer, the authorities haven't done much about any of this.
There's more to taking down an organization like the Ashwinders than simply storming in and hauling them off based on a few accusations. I must insist that you leave them to us. We shall have no further discussion on this.
唔使講啦，就算
You may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
就算佢哋唔俾我哋繼續去調查，我哋都會自己調查啦。好，搞掂。第3個任務啦。還返隻蛋蛋俾阿龍啊！睇先，哦，佢喺呢度啫。俾阿龍媽媽。仲以為可以咧幫佢孵條龍出嚟。
It's not like her to forget.
Poppy.
At least we're out of the classroom.
I didn't keep you waiting, did I?
我哋等佢啊，好明顯係嘛，等咗成晚喎。
Gran told me to expect a package, but it looks as if she forgot to send it. She didn't send me an owl this week either. Perhaps she's busy with her research.
What was she sending you?
Only some feed she's been developing. I was going to give it to Professor Howen for the measles.
What kind of research is she doing?
It varies from week to week, but it's always to do with creatures. Last week she was studying leg knots in
長
Plymouth.
腿魚
What did you find out about the dragon you were tracking?
I realized that she didn't know the poachers had her egg, so when she left Horntail Hall, she would have headed straight
哦，
to
佢
her
唔知道
nest.
隻蛋俾人偷
I
咗
went
本身。
back to the tent and tracked her flight.
How do you track a dragon long after she's gone?
Tree canopies, burn marks, things like that.
Well done. You certainly know what you're doing.
I can't be certain, but I have an idea of one place she may have been heading. I thought we might go and see it for ourselves.
Of course. Shall we leave now?
If that's all right. I want to see how she's faring if she had a collar on. And she's likely frantic about her egg.
做咩整咗個頸圈俾佢戴？佢話想睇佢戴頸圈嘅
Here we
樣。
are. I
喂，
do think this
佢
is
直
where
頭
we'll find
幫
her.
我哋過埋
The
嚟，咁好
terrain's
嘅。
typical of where the breed would nest. I suspect it's how the poachers found her to begin with. They likely camped here and logged her patterns. Perhaps nabbed her first and then her egg. Dragons are hard enough to wrangle, let alone maternal ones.
You got all of that from simply standing here?
You'd be surprised how easy it is to think like a poacher. Shall we see if she's home? We only need to return her egg.
That sounds straightforward enough.
We should be in and out. Then we can be finished with the poachers once and for all.
I don't suppose you've thought about keeping it, have you?
No, it belongs to her. Keeping it will make me just as bad as the
又啱
poachers.
喎。
If you're right about finding her here, how do we go about returning the egg?
Her nest will likely be in the heart of her den, which she will be keeping
巢穴
guard
會喺
over.
個中心嗰
It
度
might
嘅，
also be more charred than anywhere else, I imagine.
會好黑嘅嗰個地方。OK，
Let's find our dragon and return her
因為
egg.
焦黑咗。
If she sees us flying about, she might take it as a sign of aggression or food. We should stay on foot.
好，我哋步行過去
Oh,
啦。
and one more thing. Let's not agitate her. Goodness knows she's been through enough already. I'm
唔
ready
好
when
激
you are.
嬲佢。OK，哇！使唔使用隱形咒啊？
Above us.
Revelio.
Did make it home safely.
哇！
Oh, good. It looks as if she wasn't collared like the other dragons. Poor thing must be worried sick, wondering what happened to her egg.
去揾緊隻蛋啊！
For what it's worth, she doesn't seem to have spotted us yet.
Let's hope it stays that way.
Revelio.
Just until we've done what we came to do.
前面有敵人喎。哦，有啲狼喺度。OK，
Bombarda. Defender.
輕鬆。
Revelio.
哦，裝備難易滿啊！睇下啲咩可以鏟咗佢先。綠色嗰啲啊，賣咗嘅全部有。唔值錢啊！好，繼續。
Revelio.
哦，
How charming. They keep in touch with each other. Reparo.
Fantastic.
fantastic。
From a distance.
遠睇玫瑰花，近睇爛茶渣，佢嘅意思係。
I wonder how good her eyesight is.
I beg your pardon.
I don't imagine the poachers fed her well. And from a distance, we probably look exactly like sheep to her. Hebrideans love sheep.
How lucky for us.
即係有機會想食咗我哋啦，係咪？佢嘅意思
Watch your
係。
step. Revelio. Or just raring for a fight.
What was that?
哎呦哎呦，佢嚟啦！佢認得我哋㗎嘛？我哋放佢出嚟㗎。Seriously。哇！
Wait here. I'll run ahead.
Whenever you're ready, I'll follow your lead.
I'll draw her attention. Follow when it's safe.
哇！等佢噴多次先。應該中到下我拜拜啦。
She'll make sure we know it.
哇！
Keep at it.
連續爆嘅喂！
To the nest.
She isn't making it easy.
哇！哇！嚇死我！我差啲唔小心行咗出去。等佢噴多次先。係依家啦！
Not a warm welcome.
It's a little too warm if you ask me.
咁都唔夠 warm。仲嚟？
Suppose she listened to reason.
I'd normally try, but we're well past that.
OK， 都係3下嘅啫。好，下一 round 佢。黐火龍咁啊佢。
Get to that opening below her.
去佢下邊個開口。哇，講得咁咩嘅？
If we can get to that, we can get to the nest.
得啦得啦，唔好嘈啦，咪去緊咯。
Look, underneath her. I think we're close.
唔好再嘈啊！嘈死八婆。哇！
Leaving quickly.
Brilliant.
哦。
Revelio.
冷靜啲，冷靜啲，佢唔會衝入嚟嘅。我哋慢慢揾嘢先。
Why is every bridge here
Reparo.
broken?
係咯，全部橋都爛晒喎！呢度係點解咧？佢係咪就係想阻止啲人類啊入去，所以就整爛晒啲橋
Now,
啊？
if we just return her egg, we can hopefully make it out without too much fuss.
哦哦。 冷靜啲先。哦。佢係咪同我哋講唔該啊？哦。佢係咪識動物傳心？
What's That was brilliant! And did you see how clever? She left us perfectly unharmed.
Creatures are a lot cleverer than most people realize.
That's what Gran always says. The important thing is that we survived it, and we returned her egg. Thank you for doing this with me. Wouldn't blame you one bit if you wanted to head back to the castle and never think about dragons again.
返去啦，唔怕有咩做。
I'm ready if you are.
I am. After our dragon rescue at Hauntel Hall, I half expect to be ambushed by poachers any time I'm not in the castle.
Understandable. We did sabotage their fighting ring and steal a dragon egg from them.
True. So why haven't they come after us? It's not like them to let things
佢哋 plan
lie.
緊其他嘢。
Unless what?
Unless they haven't let things lie. Oh no, I can't believe I didn't see it. We need to leave. I need to send an owl. How could I have been so blind?
即係咩咧？你可唔可以唔好講嘢講一半咧？OK， 完成咗3個支線啦，應該嚟緊咧就會有主線出嚟㗎啦。好啦，我哋今集嚟到呢度啦。如果未訂閱嘅話，記得快啲訂閱呢個 channel 去繼續追蹤呢個霍格華茲系列啦。我哋下集見，拜拜。